This may sound over the top, but it's not going to be. 2030 is not a D-date, it's a doom date. After that, things are going to get really interesting. In this episode of Drinks with Raul, Raul's friend dives into the exciting world of cryptocurrency. He talks about the things that have been making the market so volatile lately and shares trading strategies that give you an idea of the crypto market's current trends and problems. Raul also talks about the changes in technology that are affecting the future of cryptocurrency. Big changes are happening because of these new ideas. Digital assets are changing how people think about and use them in many areas. At the time of this writing, Bitcoin's price is just over $66,000, up 7% in the last 24 hours and 6% in the last 7 days. This shows that the market is always changing. Change from an old system to a new one when the old one breaks. We have no choice but to guess. Prices of assets keep going up while wages stay the same. Do not go up. Everyone is divided and hates each other. Add in immigration, global trade, and aged populations, and things get even worse. You add AI robots, right? No one finds this easy and everyone feels like they have no power over it. I get it. But you've been given the gift. Crypto is the gift. All you have to do is not mess this up. This is the magic formula, and it's very important. That's how GDP growth or trend growth is made. Let's make it by population growth, more work getting done, and more debt. Those are the three parts we've had so far. Has GDP been going down? Over time, because people are living longer, the population is getting older. It has led to slower growth and less work getting done. That's also been going down, and as the world's population grows, so does debt growth. If global GDP goes down, as I showed you in the charts, it goes up. The population starts to shrink. There aren't enough people, so you need to get more from the ones you do have, but old people don't do as much. Since people are living longer, it's not easy to have a small population. Okay, that's fine. They don't need to grow much as long as they're more active. India will have a lot of people, but it's also becoming more efficient. That's good for them. Which is the world's fastest growing big economy when you add things up. In this new world, things that were hard to get are now free and easy to find. Lawyers, accountants, and other professionals who work with money and information will all be able to do their jobs for free along with robots. That's free hard work for sure. They're not going to fix your pipes first. They are going to work on factory lines, making fast food and other things like that. But what you've really made is an infinite number of productive units, an infinite number of people, and a robot. Additionally, we can use a car as a robot to create Tesla as a robot, and AI can take the place of people. Again, I'm not worried about the thing with replacing people. What are we all going to do? Oh my God. Oh my God, we'll find out with species that are very good at adapting. What look like economies and what are they more interesting? I've also written about this in The Exponentialist. The Exponential Slater is very interesting, so I'll talk about it for a while. But this is something I've written about and David Madding talks a lot about. Okay, and some people at Oxford have also been thinking about this. If we follow the magic formula, there will be more robots and AI. This has already happened at Amazon, where the number of robots working there is growing while the number of humans working there is not. There will be a huge difference between the robots and the people. The number of immigrants is growing, which means the population is growing, and it will be everywhere after about 2030. Let me scale AI bots everywhere. We talk to AI, so people are involved in any of this, but what it does is make things. GDP growth that is crazy in the case of humans. If the number of robots in the world, say 8 billion AI robots and 10 billion, 20 billion crypto will have 4 billion users by 2030 or so, if you double, triple, or more the number of people who use it. Well, AI that grows faster than that crypto was already the fastest technology the world has ever seen. This will be everywhere. You're going to break the rules of economics sometime after 2030. It's like we no longer understand. What is going on because the scarcity models that shape the way we think about economies are going away. Then we think about productivity, which is how much you get done per kilojoule of energy. The Europeans are really pushing this with their huge financial support for green energy. Over time, innovation will drive down the cost of electricity, and it will drop in half. Nuclear power will then drop it in half again. With that, our output will go up 3 times as fast, which will boost growth even more. This is made possible by the rising number of AI and robots in the world. We're now in La La Land. In a world where things are scarce, economies don't seem to mean anything. What does money mean? There are some goods, but the AI is assigning resources. The AGI can figure out operations and supply chains in a way that humans can't. What kind of money does it change? Why do we need to spend money if everything goes into hyperdeflation? How does any of this work? What takes place when the AGI? gets excited about the stock market, and it's not just Jim Simmons from Renaissance who can take it all. Someone with AGI figures it out before you know it. It is one of the shops. What do markets do? What do businesses do? What kind of business is it when Sam Altman destroys every startup every 3 months because they use AI to build AI? The product update cycle is so quick. The capital movement and destruction cycle has never been seen before. It looks more like joke stocks, though. You open a business. It picks up speed, gets attention, and disrupts capital. Someone, 2 or 3 may make it, but most won't. This means that the capital cycle gets very short and violent, and we can see that in meme coins. It happened with ICOs in 2017. The world is going there. Capital markets aren't ready for this. Venture capital isn't ready for this. Private equity isn't ready for this. Buy and hold and let's grow this company aren't going to fail. They are going to have to tokenize this stuff, which is going to be hard. How do you kill people and get rich? What does it all have to do with the stock market? If the machines control everything and understand every nuance, does it just go up and down with the world GDP? Where's the edge? Where is the beta? What should we do? I don't know, it gets really hard to figure out the best way to spend and think about the economy. I think that will happen by 2030. We will definitely see changes where we won't quite understand what's going on, just like we didn't really understand what was going on after the Great Debt Refinance in 2008. If that's the case, we have 6 years of clarity where we know what we have. We have tech and crypto. We know everything about the code cycle. We get it. They will lose money in 2026, but I don't think it will be a slump year. It's possible that it doesn't really care. It's more likely to be like the mid to late 1990s, which was a stable but corrective year. Yes, crypto throws up because it always does, but maybe it doesn't go down 80% because of the 401,000 investments in Bitcoin, that it goes down 40%. We have 6 years with one down cycle in the middle to get to 2030. That's the game. The robots on the beach will be asked to play the game. Hey, could you bring me some nuts and a pina colada?